Alrighty guys, here we go, part 12 of the Scotland campaign here. If you saw in the last one, we did repel the two armies that attacked us from the English and completely wiped them out. We're going to rebuild this force, get the artillery, and then march on London. We're going to bring forces, units from here, probably about 5 or 6 of those. It's early August, so it's good time to march. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait until this comes around, then we'll bring another general with an army down from the north down into London, and then this army down from Cardiff, from Wales into London as well, to do a pincer move attack. So we are at 4 more turns until that cannon will be, or that ship, sorry, cannon, and then we can attack that port there, and we'll continue to pressure the English here. If we can shut down all of their trade ports, I think that we can really eliminate their ability to make income and keep themselves alive, and eventually they will struggle and fall apart, and we'll be able to take advantage of that and move on from their kind of faulty position and take advantage of that and push on and take London eventually. So we'll just wait here for the turn to end. We are still at war with the Russians, the Swedes, the Prussians, the Greeks, and a bunch of other people, but we are allied with the French. So the French did stop the blockade of that port there, but we're going to wait a few more turns, and this should all be ready. We have artillery getting ready here. A pretty strong force being produced up here. A lot of militia, which is going to be great. That'll help us to be able to just kind of outnumber them and outpower them in the end. So let's go here. Let's talk to the French. We do need to come up with some get some more technologies to keep ourselves on top of things and be keeping up with the British in some sense. So we do have that getting built up there. Division of labor would be nice. I think, what do I need for this building here? I need limited liability company. Okay. So I need that. What do I need for this? I need steam engine. Okay. Technology. So where's steam engine at? Steam engine's here, so we need to get division of labor. So let's talk with the French. Let's see, technologies. Let's see, they have division of labor. Okay. Improved coppering, -5 upkeep. +3 wealth, plus 10% wealth. This one would be nice. Less money we're spending on soldiers. That'd be nice logistics. Excuse me, I got a bit of a cold. Trying to fight that off. We don't need technology rate, really. It would be nice, though, we could get the Court of Justice and spawn a gentleman. But I think we'll go for the Army Corps organization as well. And we'll offer them 4 grand for it. They want 4,500 for it. Yeah, we'll do it because that'll give us now we have division of labor, which lets us get poverty control laws, and we have the Army Corps organization now, so we should be getting a lot more now. Yeah, 4,000 a turn now instead of the old amount that we had, because we are not spending as much money on the upkeep of soldiers. Soldiers won't cost as much. This isn't really going to give me, it's going to be plus 15% bonus to the tax rate here, which we don't make a lot of money off of taxes anyways. And let's see, this makes me 585 gold, so plus 15%, plus 15%. Yeah, it's only going to be, I'll get maybe into the 700s with gold there, so it'll give me about a 200 difference, which really isn't that big of a difference here. We definitely just need military and this industrial technology here. We need to get poverty control. That'll really help, And we should probably get bottling and canning soon, but I'll probably get these two next when I build up some more cash. We could probably go for those two, maybe in the next turn, which we'll start up going through right now. Those two in the next turn, that'll allow me then to upgrade some of these buildings and go towards the new trade ports eventually, which will be really good because they'll give me better ships that I can recruit. And I should probably use get the minus naval upkeep because the Navy is costing me a good amount of money here. I need to get something to blockade that port really badly because with them still having control of that port there, they're going to be able to eventually maybe blockade me. Let's see, join war against the Kingdom of Hungary. Okay, they'll give us conscription and national debt, and they want. Oh, no. They want us to give them those two technologies and go to war, and they'll give me $5,000 for it. Well, I am allied with the Ottomans. So, yeah, we'll accept that because we're allied with the Ottomans. Let's keep that alliance. I'm always keen to my alliances. I will allow and I will help you where I can. We do have this nice 6-pounder artillery now, so we'll have the good artillery now, which we can use later. Let's see. So we got a bunch of money right now. How much are we paying for Navy? Not so much on Navy. So probably won't be a problem there. I'll go for these two right now, just because look at me at $13,000 now to throw around, so it's really good. Oh, bottling and canning, poverty control laws. Classic economics would be nice. Public schooling will probably be good. I think I might get logistics because it'll help with the replenishment rate, which is something that we're having to deal with a bit right now. So we'll go with that. We'll get logistics and all those, and we'll offer. We offered 4,000 before, so we'll offer 6,000. 6,600. All right, we'll go with that. So we can now upgrade that. This is looking for steam engines. So once we take control of this, we'll then be able to get steam engine and joint stock company and things like that. Mass production would be nice. But we now have logistics, so the replenishment rate much faster now. So they're still on slow replenishment rate right now, which is kind of tough because it's going to take a while for us to completely replenish everything. But we will have these nice metalled roads soon. Let's see, prestige. Let's see, are we in the prestige list yet? No, not really. Venice is in the prestige list, but we haven't quite made it into that prestige list yet. Our goals are we need to conquer England, we need to take Ireland, we need to go over there to Norway, take it, we need to capture Denmark, we need to take France eventually. So we can hit there at some point. We'll probably invade the French eventually. But that'll be after we really kind of gain the entire British Isles. Once I wipe out England here, we'll move on to Dublin and take there. And then we'll kind of be able to control that area here. We have this good admiral here. And I believe in 2 more turns that'll be ready. So we'll end the turn, hop into the next one. Not a lot has happened so far in this part, but it's kind of a rebuilding stage right now. We're still in the war, so the British are going to be able to move around a bit, but oh, that's not good. I don't want the French to move their navy around. Okay, they're going to go blockade there, but that leaves these two wide open, so I may have to pull the navy in now and do some damage to enemy forces soon. Our enemy navies, keep them on the move, or we could just kind of wipe the British out by attacking the capital. So I'm going to hope the replenishment rate can improve, and we'll get the artillery out soon. And then once the artillery and stuff is out, it'll give us a good shot at moving forward. And yeah, let's see. I don't think we have any agents. No agents. But we do have a decent-sized force here, which is slowly replenishing. Eventually, it might actually decide to replenish completely, but for now, it's not going to be replenishing at all. I may pull an army from the north here and take them to the south, but I'm not sure quite yet. We need to get steam engine, because steam engine will double our, well, that'll minus the recruitment cost for units, which is really good. People will get less happy, but it'll double the, it'll increase our money by 200, which is not a whole lot, but the recruitment cost is definitely good, and we could take some hits on. Okay, so we're making like 900 right now, which we could increase completely to 1400 right now, and go crazy on that, which will increase us to 5,000. But the growth rate isn't very high here, so we'll actually lower back down because tax burden. Okay, well, growth in this turn for region wealth is good, but for so the growth is kind of slightly negative for population in this area and this one, but they both have decent sized populations, so we'll be fine with that. Right now we have a great, a very strongly, this four stars on that guy. We have 4 stars on this infantry unit. We got 3 stars there, 2 stars, 2 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars on this militia unit here. So very good, almost veteran units here. It would be nice to use this 1 chevron artillery, because they would be able to kill things. But I do like the horse artillery better because they are very more maneuverable. I can move them around from location to location without really having any problems and having to worry about anybody getting them off guard. 86 gunship of the line coming. So we'll have 2 of those soon, and that'll kind of be the strength of our Navy right now. They have 3 ships here and several ships here. So once this replenishment rate can kind of improve, we'll be able to move on and attack the enemy's capital at London. So not a whole lot happening here. The French are at war with the Venetians, though, so at least I think they're at war with the Venetians. I could be wrong, but after this campaign's over, I might think about doing a campaign as the Venetians, just because I do like Venice, and Venice seems like a pretty cool spot. But for now, we are going to be focusing on taking over as the Scottish here. And this is nearly finished replenishing that army here. We have the 2 artillery groups here. So soon we'll be able to move our forces down towards London. I wish I could get an understanding of how big the army was in London. I could move a force to like here and find out what London looks like, because I have no idea. I'm imagining there's going to be a lot of forces outside and then a full stack in London. So we'll have to definitely bring forces up from Edinburgh as well. We have full stacks at both places here. So I think we should definitely have enough once this is completely reestablished here. That one will be done in the next turn. This one might be done in the next turn. And these ones might be another turn or 2 before they're ready. So we're kind of just going to be stalling here. I'm actually going to talk with the French here, see if we can get some new technologies. Let's see. Public schooling would be nice, just because it would give me that gentleman. I can use him as a bit of a scout almost. I want to get that because that'll unlock the unit. That'll increase farms. And yeah, we'll do those 2. And we'll go for $4 grand payment. There we go. So I believe we have those technologies now. Yes, we do. And cool. We could probably pick up public schooling, because that would move us down here and give us trade unions, metallic systems, abolition. I can't speak today. So we'll do that too, so we can keep on top of some of these technologies here. We'll offer him 2 grand for this. 2,200, that works. And there we go. So we can get that. One more turn until this will be ready. And then we'll have dragoons with 2 chevrons being able to be produced here. And regular dragoons we can get as well. And I believe regular dragoons are a lot better than light dragoons. Light dragoons are better in melee attack, but they have a better charge bonus. Their defense is better. And then, of course, their accuracy is not as great, but I believe they can shoot from horseback. Versatility on horseback, they use charge, blah, blah, is needed. Once dismounted, they can engage in melee and use the muzzle-loaded muskets to fire upon the enemy. So I'll probably stick with the light dragoons. They're better than these guys right now because of the chevrons that they have, but of course we can always look past that. And here we'll have the 1 chevron 6-pounders. But once we get this, we'll be looking for the 12-pounder foot artillery, which is kind of the key artillery that I want to pull out because it's stronger than all the other artilleries that we're going to be able to use, and it really does a lot more damage compared to the 6-pounder, for example. The 6-pounder does a good bit of damage, but it doesn't do a whole lot. That's why I usually pick up the foot artillery 6-pounders, or not the foot artillery, but the horse artillery 6-pounders, because the horse artillery 6-pounders will give me the ability to have that versatility and move them around wherever I need them, because they're not going to do a whole lot of damage to the enemy. While the 12-pounders will do a good bit of damage to enemy lines. It'll definitely hurt their morale a lot. And the 6-pounder do hurt morale, but not very much. Not for what they're worth, in my opinion. But I'm a man who very much enjoys infantry. I'm a big infantry guy. Here we go. So let's check this out. This will generals become available for recruitment at a moderate rate. Increases maximum number of generals, maximum number of admirals, and just gives the 1 chevron for the dragoons, which I believe at this point they'll actually be not that great, to tell you the truth. They have better morale, but it's really not going to be anything that serious. We have the Army Staff College, which, again, not going to get me anything that I can't already get right now. And we'll probably just go for some light dragoons here. This army nearly completed. They should be done within the next turn here, and then we'll be able to jump in to the fight with the enemy. We have 4 turns left on that, 3 turns left on that, 7 on that one. So some good stuff about to go down here. Definitely nice to know that we are indeed building up a force, and we're going to be able to actually do something with it within probably the next turn or so. So we'll end this one, we'll try and speed it up, and then depending on what happens here, we'll probably push on from here and push towards London, which is really our main goal at this point. We want to wipe out the English here. We want to be able to capture London and take the mainland of the British Isles, because London produces so much money. With London, your ability to produce things, naval, the income from London is huge. It's a great thing by capturing London. So if we indeed can succeed at capturing London, that'd be such a huge advantage for us. But we're definitely going to need the 2 armies to actually make something happen against the English. Hopefully the Prussians aren't going to attack us from the north. That would be really bad at this point. If we were out invading England and the Prussians came out and attacked us in Edinburgh, that would really hurt us. Hopefully we won't have anything like that happen, and we'll be fine besides that. But here we go. The Spanish, unfortunately, they did capture Gibraltar, though, so that is out of the way. And let's see. The army's pretty much ready. The general is just slightly not completely with it, but we'll be pulling the army. Here we go. Here we go. So we're raiding a trade route here. That place is fine. We are going to recruit some militia here. And then we're going to pull the general from here. Him and pretty much the full army here. Gonna come and we'll recruit some dragoons. We don't want light infantry. We'll get militia as well. And we'll bring these guys, here we go, down south. So we're raiding trade routes here. And we'll come in here. So we have an enemy army here. A decent sized enemy army. We'll actually pull this way. And we'll continue raiding the ports here. We're going to get some money off of raiding. Because, yeah, we're going to get some money from the raiding of the ports here. We have these two armies hanging out. But for now, we'll just kind of produce units, and they're kind of in a bad spot here. I think this number of troops, we could wipe out this army and then march on London eventually. I think we're in a great spot here to really make something happen here and take London. Even if London has a full army, I think we can wait them out and try and starve them out and have them eventually attack us and then form a defensive position and defend against them, because they're going to be forced to sally out against us. And with the ability to move in and almost pincer them, and I'll make sure that I put both of my forces very close to each other. That way, when they come into the battlefield, they're not coming in like one on one side, one on the other, because that's how you lose a lot of units doing it that way. We want to be able. That's going to hurt us though, attacking the port there. We're going to lose a lot of income that way, but we're going to put the attack on the English here, and once we siege London, they're kind of in a really bad spot here. We're down 3,000 gold here, though, and we'll move this army right down the road here. So they have a full stack army here, and some smaller ones around. Take you, pull you this way. Here we go. Yep. Alright, so who is this? The Duke of Wellington is back here. And this is a big force here. This is 2,900 troops here and 4,000 against about 14,000 in total. We're going to do this fight in the next turn, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.